Hey guys, so I bought a new fog machine for Halloween and I just wanted to show you. How cool is that? I'm just gonna put this in my front yard and throw a brick on the gas pedal. Yeah. Best $200 fog machine ever. Just takes water. 2003 Ford Explorer, full-wheel drive with the 4-liter V6. Any guesses? Just like Patina in Politics said, we'll give you a second. And for those of you who said transmission, you are right. The timing chains are not rattling yet. It is the transmission. This is the second replacement transmission this vehicle has had. The first replacement transmission was given problems, and then they had it replaced again. The company that built the transmission said, sure, they'll send them another one. So they put another transmission in it. And now this transmission's acting weird. Takes a second to go into gear. You come to a stop, it doesn't want to take off. The pump's whining really bad. Dad just drained the fluid out of it. That's all the fluid that came out of that transmission right there. And in the pan, I don't know if you can see all the little shiny sparklies down in there. That's not glitter, folks. That's metal shavings. So I'm starting to wonder if they flushed out the coolers when they installed the new transmissions, or if they even put enough fluid in it. And there's some of the metal right there on that magnet. All right. First one in the shop this morning, 04 Ford Explorer with the 4-liter V6. Claims it's not charging. Get in here to the hood. Oh, and the shocks are no good. Go figure. Hang on. Got my Snap-on Universal 3/8 hood prop. And now we can get in here to check on this alternator issue. So over here, I've got a vintage. I say vintage. It's pushing 20 years old now. One of the Midtronics Micro 500s. We're going to use to test the alternator. But first, Mr. Patina in Politics himself in the flesh. How are we doing, Mr. Dillon?
Pretty good. I've had my coffee already.
Awesome. You don't drink coffee?
Yes, I do.
Since when?
Since my 2-month-old gets me up at 5 o'clock every morning.
So anyways, I was saying before Mr. Dillon showed up, we're going to take and plug all this crap in. Now, there's much more modern ways to do this, but this is how the pioneers did it, so that's how we're going to do it. Choose test in vehicle. Yep. Select input. Cold cranking amps is 850. Testing. Surface charge detected. Turn headlights on. Headlights on detected. Turn headlights off. Headlights off detected. Resting cold cranking amps. Replace battery. Prepare for starter test. Oh, shoot, gotta get keys. All right, we got our key. Press enter for starter test. Start engine. Crank volts 11.5. Press enter for charging test. Alternator voltage 12.3. Testing for charging voltage. Diesel engine. Charging system problem. No charging voltage. And there you have it. Diode ripple not detected. Charging system problem. So even though our dummy gauge up here thinks everything's fine, it is not. And I already knew it was the alternator, but I just wanted to show you guys how that old stuff works. Pretty neat, huh? Now, this is an old Explorer, and the guy ain't got a lot of money to spend on it, so he elected to put a used alternator on it, and that's fine by me. So now, let's make another TikTok and change this alternator out for him, shall we? Alright, so starting off on this Ford Explorer, we're going to knock our battery terminal loose, get that corroded, nasty thing off of there. Fantastic, fantastic. Over here on our alternator, let's see, like a 10, maybe a 13, and then one electrical connector on the back. Alright, so I'm going to put the wiring harness from the back of the alternator, put it over there, knock all these loose. I already did. They put that airbox in a bad spot, don't they? But anyway, you can go ahead and get these front two out like this, and then Once you do, we'll pull in here and we'll get this belt off with the one bolt that's left. So I got a fancy tool for this, but down here on the tensioner pulley, there's a spot right there where you can put a 3/8 headed ratchet down in there to rotate the tensioner. Well, we're going to use this bad boy with the 3/8 adapter. I'm going through this double-ended, it's like a gear wrench, if I can do it. Yeah, and then this is going to go down in here. The squirrels on my roof are going nuts. And then this connects into this end. Alright, so our belt's off now down there. I'm just going to walk this last bolt out by hand because I don't feel like going to the back of the shop and getting the little 3/8 stubby. And I'm almost there. Ta-da! And we'll take this one the rest of the way out. Boom. Save you a little bracket. And here is your dead alternator. It can go into the pile of all the others. So my used alternator is still connected to the bracket, so we will remove it from this bracket, which they've got the bolts backwards from what this one was. Got our new alternator sitting down in here. Gonna start all 3 bolts. And then we'll go tighten them down. Alright, little wire thing's back on, hot's on, our wiring harness is plugged in. Now let's slip this belt back on. Our belt and everything's back on. This cover was just sort of chilling there like that. Battery terminal. Now we're gonna test again. $14.39, $14.42. Now we can do a load test. And she passed. Back in her hole she goes. Customer can come pick it up. On to the next car. And good morning, everyone on TikTok. It's a Monday, and in typical Monday fashion, our Lincoln Navigator decided it wanted to be the first person in our shop this morning for repairs. This thing features a 5.4 Triton V8, and it had a horrible misfire. It wouldn't idle very well, flashing check engine light. Drivability was crap on it. I ran the codes. I came up with a bunch of cam sensor codes, engine misfires, all of which located on the passenger side cylinder head. Now, these 5.4 Tritons have technically like variable valve timing. Yes, it's almost like VTEC, but better. And these things have sensors for those, or solenoids I should say, located right here behind the oil filler cap. One on this side, and one on this side. Where is it at? Where's it at? There it is, right there, this guy. And these things can get stuck, and then they'll cause all kinds of problems. So you hook a wire to one side of that terminal, preferably the blue and orange side. You ground it, start the vehicle up, rev it one time, unhook it, and if that fixes your problem, you got a bad solenoid. And that's what was wrong with her. Are you ready, kids? It's all back together. Scrub my grubby paws. Got the keys. So let's see if it worked. Check out the automatic steps. Woo, fancy. Key in, on, start. Oh, it started. And warning lights are all going out, except for seatbelt. Let me buckle up. No codes popping up over here. That's a good sign. Let's drive it. All right, let's get it out of the parking lot. It went into drive. Oh, it shifted once. Let's get it to speed. All right, here we go, pulling out onto the road. First gear, second gear, third gear. Oh, we got a low tire light, that's okay. Fourth gear. Oh, it's shifting! Yeah! Oh yeah, it's shifting great. Interior crocodile alligator. We just fixed my Lincoln Navigator. Ha ha! Hi guys.